People dropped the ball in this case. There has been a pattern of problems. It is inconvenient to find out the real cause of these problems. You know, when Paul Hashman is an old, somewhat crotchety neighbor who has a little bit of a stuttering problem, you can't hear. It's inconvenient to find out from him what's going on. But I think it is just incomprehensible that something wasn't done in August of '03 when he was brutally beaten. I find it that if that had been handled properly, if that had been looked at like a battered spouse would have been looked at, or a battered child would have been looked at, we would not be here today. But instead, it was handled in a way that what he said didn't matter, and his age didn't matter, and everything that's happened in his life didn't matter. And he was beaten, and he was hurt, and he felt at that point in time that he couldn't turn to anybody to help him.
Mr. Hashman wasn't the complainant on those complaints that were brought up. He didn't call the police, Your Honor, on any of those occasions. And in fact, on August 20th, 5 days before the beating that they keep bringing up took place, the police went over there with regard to a gun, and the defendant lied. He had none of the fear at that time. He made a choice to show them he had a gun through the kitchen window, and he made a choice to keep himself armed, and he made a choice because he intended to do something. He feels that he's justified based upon his age. And nowhere in that law book does it say that you are justified to go out and do what he did to Darrell Oskins on January 19, 2004 because you're over 80 years old. It's not an excuse. It doesn't change the heinousness of this crime. It doesn't change what should happen to him. He deserves to spend the rest of his life in prison, Your Honor, based upon his actions. Leniency based upon age in this case should not be considered. He should have done for Darrell. I ask the court to impose the maximum in this case.
Therefore, be judgment of law and sentence this court on count 1. Serve 4 years in Marine Correctional Institute. Those 4 years should be served after and consecutive to 3-year gun specification. This matter for a 7-year aggregate sentence.